What's going on, guys? It's Mike coming to you from Mesa, Arizona. I'm actually in an alfalfa field across the street from my condo, and I came by and there's this guy out here. He's cutting hay. He's cutting alfalfa hay. And I'm right here kind of in an agricultural area of Mesa. There's not a lot of this area left. It's been overtaken by condos, apartments, shopping centers, things like that. But I was just out for a run here and came by the place, and it took me back. It took me home for a little bit. My backyard growing up in Parker, a 1 square mile town, it was an agricultural town. I lived in basically a field. There was a highway in front of my mobile home. Behind my mobile home, it was an alfalfa field, just like the one you see here. So, our family, started in agriculture. When my grandfather came here to the States from Mexico when he was 27, 28 years old, he wasn't 30 years old yet. But when he came over and started working, man, he found work in the fields, for an immigrant Mexican back in that time. And still to this day, that's the only available work for somebody like that. So, it just made me think, my grandfather retired at least 3 times total, but he retired twice and went back to work. He was just a hard-working guy, but built his life and everything around him surrounded by just true hard work, man, working day in and day out for years and years and years in the fields. And it's just kind of made me think like I had a choice, and we all have choices. When I was 12 or 13 years old, I wanted to make money, and you got to be 16 or 17 years old to actually have a real job. But where I come from, if you had work ethic, you could go work on a farm. So, man, I spent, 14 years old to 17 years old working for a farmer under the table doing a grown man's work, cutting hay just like this guy is, baling hay, driving tractors, digging ditches, burning ditches, you know what I mean? Just anything that you could do that had to do with running a farm, I pretty much did it, And, it's a great career. It could be a great career for a lot of people. There's people that make amazing money doing it, and they work hard, and they love their job. And, it just comes down to everybody has a choice. Everybody does have a choice. And, me personally, I didn't want to do that anymore. Not that there was absolutely anything wrong with it, but I just didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to come to the city, and I wanted to see what life was like. I see what my true potential was, and it's just seeing things like this kind of takes me back to a different time. There was a lot of time in my life where I couldn't even picture doing half of the things that I've done, or living in the places that or going to places that I've been, just because I made a choice. So maybe you're watching this from your hometown, small town, never left. Just make a choice, whether that's to stay and commit to doing what you're doing, working on the farm for the family, whatever that is for you, or just commit to doing something different, man. You got so much time on this planet, take advantage of it. All right, I hope this helps. Hope you got a little bit of value out of it. Be great.